EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chargers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Massey. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Massey. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. We'll call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Jalen Hyatt, 68 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. We'll bring this to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays to be able to hold someone.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and 3. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, what a move. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Week 1. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Massey. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Slot man moves right. Out of the gun now on third down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll set up a throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Kyle Pitts.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2nd down and inches. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Reek Woolen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake. Massey. That is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 21 yards away.
And the Cardinals are able to at least get 1 score back.
Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
That's caught right side by Worthy. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Cards will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Massey. That ball caught by Campbell.
Look at the big man rumble. He may
go. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 88 yards.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. His throw incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cardinals 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Operating from the gun, Massey. Wide open receiver complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on third down, Massey. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Now a second and 10.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are able to claw one back. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 49, Cardinals 21.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for the Charger touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 79 yards. And the Chargers are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They go play action here on first down.
Back to the same target, Campbell.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Operating from the gun. Massey. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense.
And that's caught at the 25. A big play there for LA. 44 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Throwing to start the drive. Massey, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on third down, Massey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Massey.
That's complete to Dell.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Campbell. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 56, Cardinals 28.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for L.A. 68 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Operating from the gun, Massey. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Massey. He's going to air one out. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time.
And the Chargers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Looking to throw. Massey. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the pass, we might be...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the Cardinals' 37-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw. Massey. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Rick Woolen. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Massey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Massey. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for L.A., their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals,